Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a wonderful week. Today I wanted to start one of those 75 challenges. So I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Um, but the hard 75 and the soft 75 are very physical health focused. So being physically disabled means I can't really do much of the exercise. The booked 75 is very focused on reading, and I read a lot. I'm a slow reader, but I am reading constantly, um, unless I'm on my phone, which is a problem. But that one didn't appeal to me either. So I was like, I'm just going to make up my own. But I didn't know what to call it. And then I saw a video on YouTube by Mind Body Mel, I think her channel name is. I've seen a couple of her videos, and her video was titled something along the lines of Can I Build Discipline Without Burnout? And so I clicked on it, and it was she started a challenge called Dedicated 75. A few things that she said actually resonated with me. So the first thing was she talked about how in her early 20s she was very dedicated, disciplined, working towards her goals. But it led to burnout, and now she has an autoimmune disease. And so for her later 20s and into her early 30s, I think she said she's 32 now. She's been dealing with that, and she kind of lost who she is, and she doesn't know how to get back to that. And I solely relate to that. My 20s were dedicated towards my career. I was working towards becoming a clinical psychologist. I had a master's degree. And then I graduated when COVID hit, and I got a job as a support worker. And then my health started to decline, and now I'm at the point where I cannot work. And so I have also lost who I am. And she also said that she has realized if she doesn't do something daily, she's not going to do it. Or she struggles to do it. And I thought about it, and I was like, I'm the exact same. It is why I'm not very good at doing my curriculum. I want to do my curriculum, but I'm not very good at sticking to it. And so I took that, and I thought I will name mine Dedicated 75, because what Dedicated 75 is it's not about building discipline for your health. It's about building your life, building what you want in your life. And so that is what I've decided to do with this. Originally, my 75 challenge was mostly just going to be hobby focused, because that's something that I really want to get to. I want to build a life surrounded by doing hobbies that make me feel good. But then I watched this video, and I thought about what I want from my life, and now I have a bit more goals in mind. So I spent some time thinking about what I want in life and what I don't want in life, what I want more of and what I want less of. So that is how I chose my habits. So I want more intentional time, a cozy and a clean home, more learning, and more non-reading hobbies. But I want less exhausted, mindless scrolling. So when my fatigue is at its worst, I can't focus on anything. And so I pick up my phone and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and I'm not taking anything in. And I'm not going to be able to stop that completely. But if I can build habits that can help with my fatigue, then I might have less exhausted scrolling. Um, we'll see. I want less mess everywhere. Obviously, with a cozy and clean home, I want less mess. My home is a reflection of my mind. If my home is cluttered, my mind is cluttered. I feel stressed in a messy home. So, along with that, it's also like less stuff. And I also want less executive dysfunction. I wrote this because it's true. I want less executive dysfunction, but I don't know how I'm going to go about that. But I do have debilitating executive dysfunction. And it stops me from doing, obviously, a lot of things. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to push past that, but I'm going to try. So now, to build this life, these are the habits that I want. There are 6, which might be too much, but we'll see. First is a daily 15-minute cleaning. So me and my husband have a cleaning schedule, and I want 15 minutes a day doing my part of the cleaning schedule. Whether that is on my actual cleaning days of the bedroom and the living room, or if it's on a different day where I do a small deep clean. Along with that is to close the kitchen. I've started doing that, and it's been nice on the days I've done it to walk into a kitchen in the morning that isn't messy, there isn't crumbs on the floor, and honestly, it takes like 5 minutes, maybe more if my husband has done a lot of cooking. But it's simply load the dishwasher and do any dishes that can't go in the dishwasher, clean the sides and hoover the floor. That's it. That's all I need to do, and that is something I want to do nightly because I feel better. Next is weather permitting. So if it's absolutely shutting it down, windy, freezing, this I'm out to skip. And that is to be outside for 10 minutes. I have a balcony and I am so grateful for it because our last place, we lived there for 3 years and we had no outside space. We had no nature, nothing. And I feel like I haven't taken advantage of my balcony and I want to do that. So just 10 minutes a day, at least, sitting out there. Next up is I want to work on my curriculum every day. So my tarot and my sewing, I'm just not consistent with. And so I'm going to kind of alternate it, I guess. Tuesdays and Fridays are going to be sewing, and the other days are going to be tarot because I really want those notes to typed up. Sundays are bagels. Saturday might be more sewing, I'm not sure. But that. And next up, we've got doing a non-reading hobby. I've put non-reading hobby time. Good morning. I'm going to pick a hobby from the store and we're going to do it. And then, yeah, that might fall into my outdoor time as well, depending on the hobby. Like if I can do it outside, I'll do it outside. And whilst I'm doing that, I will be color coding them in terms of how much energy it takes me. So, because I struggle, obviously, I have ME, and so as I need to be careful with my energy. So, if a hobby is going to take a lot of energy, it's going to be a different color to a hobby that doesn't really take any energy. And finally, is my evening skincare. I'm very good with my morning skincare. I'm not so good with my evening. Again, it is my executive dysfunction, and it's time to push past that because I want my skin, you know? I want to feel good in my skin. I don't want breakouts because I'm wearing sunscreen and I'm not washing it off. So yeah, that is my habits that I want to build. One important thing is I found out from Mel's video that the other 75 challenges are if you fail a day, you have to start all over again. That's not going to happen for me. I know I'm not going to be able to do this every single day. There are going to be days where I'm stuck in bed and I can't do a single thing. I'm going to try and prepare for my worst days, for some of them. So, like the cleaning ones, my worst days, I'm not going to do. My bad days, I might do like 5 minutes instead. I'm going to get some micellar water for my evening skincare. I'm going to figure out a hobby that I can do lying down or like whatever I need that day. Things like that. As well as doing things every day, I find seeing a streak very satisfying. I have a habit tracker app, however, it doesn't show me the streak. It just is like, yep, you've done it today, blah 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 blah. But it doesn't be like, okay, this is what your week looks like. You've ticked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. So I'm still going to use that app because it gives me like a percentage and like I don't have to work out the maths or anything. I'm also going to make a habit tracker myself that I can physically write off. So I'm going to try and do like the full 75 days on a spreadsheet, print that off. But it might just be on paper each like week. And I think that will help me a lot if I'm like, oh, look, I managed to do X every single day. I managed to do every single one every single day. Like, I think that will really motivate me more than a habit tracking app itself will. And I'm also going to document it. So I will film daily snippets of each thing that I do. And I will share that on Instagram and Shorts. And I'm thinking maybe a weekly or fortnightly check-in where I, just talk to you and let you know how I'm feeling about it all. Yeah, so that is my video for this week, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you have done any of the 75 challenges, or you're doing one similar to this, let me know and we can motivate each other. And I will talk to you all next week. Bye everyone.